I start the paramotor. It's fun story. Before I fly in paramotor, I have a motorcycle shop, a Kawasaki motorcycle shop, and I ride motorcycle since 20 years. and one day I meet a guy. He come in my motorcycle shop and he need a muffler, an exhaust for his paramotor. And he asked me if I have a exhaust, and I asked to this guy, what is a paramotor? And he, follow me, I have in my car, I can show you. And I follow this guy, and I think it's very interesting. And he said me, if you want, you can to follow me at the end of the afternoon, and I show you what is the paramotor in a fly. And okay, no problem, I follow you. Maybe 2 months after, I fly for my first time, make a lot of inflate, and after I decide it's my way. The first step in paramotor for me, it is a hobby only, because I ride a lot, I sell motorcycle, and I think it's good for changing. It's very interesting for me because I think at nothing when I fly, and but I am a competitor since a lot of years, and in motorcycle I am competitor. And when I start, I feel faster. I have a good possibility, and and one guy proposed to me, if you want, we can to go to the Red Montaigu. It's a big trip in France. We must fly 500 kilometers. We start near Nantes, and we must to go to Saint-Blancard at José Ortega airport. And it was very interesting because I train for this competition. It is not really competition, but and we are about 80 pilots. And I arrive third. I fly since 6 months, and I finished just behind Michel Carnet. And this day I meet Michel Carnet, and Michel Carnet said me, "Oh, you must to fly in competition." My first wing, it was ITV TP 30 meters square. Not very funny, but the guy who gave me the advice for buy this wing thinks I am a little bit crazy, and he said big size, it's more safety for you. And my first paramotor, it was PAP with the engine is Black Devil. For living, it's a little bit complicated because as you know, in paramotor, in competition, you cannot earn a lot of money like a footballer or something like that. I must to work a lot for find a lot of solutions, but for me it's comfortable because I work with Dudek and Adventure Factory. I help for development, I help for communication, publicity, and it's an interesting compromise for me. And after, I have during 3 years paramotor school in Angoulême. Now I stop it because I have no time, and I teach only for masterclass, advanced for pilot, about 10 or 15 per year. And I have a lot of sponsors too.
What kind of competition do you prefer, slalom or navigation?
For me, it's more funny slalom competition for sure. But I like classic competition. The problem is the time, because for classic competition you must to prepare a lot, and it's a real job if you want to win. There is absolutely no secret for that, and this is why maybe I prefer slalom competition. It's more funny. It's more easier to take pressure. It's very special feeling because I work a lot for that, and all the time you you focus on your goal, but you know maybe you cannot never had this title, and this is why when I get it, I'm really happy, and it's a very big pressure come down because many people is with me for help me, like my sponsor, like my family, like a lot of other pilots near me. They help me for training, for make tasks, for preparing pylon, and it's a very good feeling for me, and the pressure now is come down, and I'm really happy, really happy. Yes, our French team is was very successful on the World Championship. I think there is some explication about that. The first explication is we make a lot of competition, more than other countries, I think, like Slalomania. It's a very good way for inflate our level. It's many French pilots go on the UK Open, Belgium Open, Spain Open, and we have maybe more experience in competition. And after we have the federation help competitor very good. That is very important too. And we have José Ortega. He's hold the World Championship, and he knows perfectly the task, and he can give a very good advice before each task. And I think it was our secret. You must have a good compromise. You must have good speed, but good economy, and good possibility in slalom. This is why it's difficult to have a good compromise. I think I win and I beat Alex Mateos because he have a too big engine. He's good in maniability, but in economy is less good. And my compromise, Duda 422 and the Tiger Simonini 160cc is very good because I have 2 liters per hour in minimum consumption, and my maximum speed is around 68 km per hour, 69. The best place where I fly, where I flew, it was in Tunisia last winter. It was very incredible. In the desert is absolutely fantastic. Very good feeling. It was good trip too, but this place is fantastic. You can inflate and take off. You climb at 300-400 meters, and you see the desert everywhere. It's absolutely crazy. Very good, perfect. You can fly all the day. It's fantastic. Right. Maybe you can try it. It's fantastic. Yes. And one of the best place for fly for me is the Ocean Atlantic. The coast of the France is very funny. You have sand, and I like fly under the sea. I have a lot of plans, but now I must to take some holiday and make a real project. But I have a lot of different ways, like make more film. I would like to promote the paramotor world at the maximum, and maybe find some new sponsor, but big sponsor, popular sponsor. Because now in the World Paramotor I have my sponsor, it's good, we have good collaboration, and we work together, and it's very interesting. But I would like to look more far. At this moment, I don't know exactly, but for sure, it is not finished for me. Hello, ojovolador.